So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Ertz has it left side. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he works. The field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here's Murray. And this one is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. This is taken at about the 14. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3-and-out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. He's got room at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And a loose football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They tried for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Eluding the pressure right. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From just shy of midfield, Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And Joseph Charlton on now to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken around the 12. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be,
You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Again, Jackson will keep it. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down. Swift going to try up the middle. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Murray. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Ravens 21, Cardinals 3. Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Flowers. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one paramount, because you cough it up here, you might be giving up.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tanner Muse leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
After the sack on first down, Jackson, this will be caught just inside the 10. Give him 16 yards on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Tucker's kick is good, and the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll look to throw again. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. But just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other. Every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run the draw here with Swift. They find some open field here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Throwing on 1st down. Meyer over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And that's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the 1st half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the...
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now Jackson on 2nd down, escaping the pressure right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, We're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he stopped immediately there. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Jackson steps away to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Ravens, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.